Hi there. This is the part 2 segment I wanted to talk about on feeding my fish. It's important to offer a good varied diet for your fish. I prefer, like I showed you in the previous video, frozen mysis as the main staple of my fish food. But occasionally, just like humans or anybody else, fish do appreciate variety, and that would also helps, an added good health for the fish. There's a couple things I do. I have right here New Life Spectrum marine fish formula, which is an excellent fish food. All my fish will eat it, and I shouldn't say all of them. Most of them will. Some wrasses, like the red chorus wrasse, he'll sometimes, once in a while, eat one, but he prefers the meaty, good frozen stuff. Second thing I add in, and I just do these a couple times a week. This isn't an everyday thing. Second thing I use Doc's eggs, Eco Super eggs, and I just do a couple squirts in there, and everything in my tank likes it, from the serpent stars to the corals to all the fish. That's one of the favorites, and I used to do that about every couple of days. And the next thing I do every day is I add package. You can see here I do a package of Omega-1 green seaweed. I do 2 sheets a day. I have these Innovative Marine. I absolutely love them. When they came out with these, it was great. Innovative Marine came out with these seaweed clips, and they're great. I mean, I usually use 1 sheet per clip and just fold it in half, and I snap it shut. And it comes with magnets. You can see the 2 magnets on the back there, and the fish go crazy for it. Every fish in this tank likes seaweed, including all my wrasses. My wrasses love the seaweed. My red chorus wrasse at first I used to think was just picking seaweed off of there to be crazy, but he was actually eating the seaweed, so that's all right. But everybody loves seaweed in this tank. So I do that once a day in the morning for the guys. So that's basically how, what I do. And in this segment, I'm going to have another segment later on about corals and what I do as far as the rest of the reef goes, besides the fish. And again, when we talked about it on the first part, I do the anemone. I feed my carpet anemone, gets fed once or twice a week, and he does catch food in between too. But when I do, I just feed him a good sized chunk, a little bit smaller than his mouth. If I zoom in, now I've moved his, I guess he's camera shy. There it is. See his mouth? I cut a piece a little bit smaller in his mouth, and I just set it right next to his mouth, and he just, goes to town. I'm real careful not to, it's real easy, they're real sticky, so it's real easy to get your hand caught in there, so I'm real careful not to do that. So the sting hasn't bothered me, but it's more, I don't want to hurt him by trying to pry my hand out of his tentacles there. And again, with the bubble corals, these guys, they get fed a couple times a week as well with the same kind of thing. I just break off a chunk of the mysis and feed them. They do catch a lot of food that's floating around as well. So, but like today, I'm going to feed them here in a little bit. And so I will show that video a little bit later. But again, that's how that works. So I'll have another segment a little bit later on how I feed my corals and everything else in the reef. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please like it and subscribe. I would definitely appreciate the support. Thanks.